Well, oh my God, what an honour to be standing up here today as MC. I think I'll keep my notes here. A bit like Anya, the cue cards always make me go a bit funny and I always lose track, so I'm actually going to mark off my little points. Much more organised today. So I realised from Bob asked the question, there is a lot of new people here, so some of you who know me will know I find it very hard to tell my story in 10 minutes and keep it to that, but I'm going to try my best, okay? So when I signed that form on the 13th of September 2013, I really could never have foreseen even this standing up here. It's a real honour to be asked to do MC. I've done a couple of other slots over the years, but to say I'm 5 years now, I just can't believe it. I really can't believe I'm saying that I'm nearly 5 years and forever. And when I joined, everyone used to say, look, it's a 2 to 5 year plan. You know, work hard at it and it will give you everything you want. And that is really the case. But where it began for us, I was a stay-at-home mum in 2013 and I had been for 8 years. We've 4 kids, 3 boys and a little girl. And my husband is a self-employed builder. So as you can imagine, we were fairly in the thick of the recession at that point. But probably what started it all off, but we didn't even realise it, was myself and Alan. We were called in for one of those dreaded financial reviews into the bank. And we sat there, I think it was 2 hours it went on, and this was around our anniversary. Our wedding anniversary is the 3rd of September. So it was around then, because we were going up to Belfast, I think, for the weekend. And basically, the guy in the bank told us that we were spending too much money on groceries to feed our kids. Stuff like that, you know, trying to tell us how to cut back and stuff like that. I thought Alan kept very composed to actually stay sitting in his chair because I know he wanted to jump across the table at your man. But we left there that day, early September, and we walked out of the bank and we said, never again are we going to sit in a meeting like that, ever. I suppose we put it out there. We didn't know how or why or how we weren't going to sit there again, but we just knew never again. And we went to Belfast. We probably scrimped and saved on that weekend for our anniversary, and we came back, and 2 weeks later, in the 2 weeks, I met Niamh Kiernan on Facebook, on social media, and I met her on the 13th, and I signed up there and then in a field in Donabate at a food fair. And I thought she was going to hand me my box there and then to bring home with me. I couldn't believe I had to wait a couple of days for it. When she started to tell me about these products, she happened to have them all there, so it was really handy because she was able to say to me, it was like a little product launch, well, this will help people with joint issues, this will help people with IBS, this will help this and that. And I was like thinking, God, this is amazing. I can definitely sell this. I had been in sales previously, but I never would have been into natural products, but I could just see that I'm a real recommender anyway. Like what Nicholas said, recommend in a hotel, a restaurant, I'm always doing it. The only people that pay me for it now are Forever. But I do get paid for it now, thank God. And that's what I did. I got going, and like Anya said, in her first couple of years, she worked damn hard, and she did, and so did I. I worked and worked and worked, because what happened for me was I could see when I went to my first BP, I came to my first success day on my own. I'm from Gorey in Wexford, and Niamh was actually MC that day. So I got to sit in the front row when she was MC, and like Bob said, I thought, these are all cracked. I actually can't believe this has been going on in Ireland for 20-something years, and I've never heard of it. How is this going on one Saturday a month, and I've never been here? Like, I just thought it was crazy. But I came along, and that was the first and only success day I went to on my own. Obviously, Niamh and James were here, but you know, from that day, I started to build my team and share this amazing opportunity. And then I started going to the BP in Santry every week, every Wednesday. And oh my God, I used to come home like possessed. I'd say Alan would agree with that. I just said to him, Wednesdays are going to be my work night now. I needed something for me as well. It was totally financial why we joined Forever, because of obviously having the business that was fairly in a tough market at the time. But I did join for me as well, and I loved my Wednesdays. That was my work day, and I said it'll be one Saturday a month and whatever else in between. So we were a bit like passing ships in the night at that point. But we could see very quickly that this does work. And for me, going to the meetings on a Wednesday night in Santry, and a lot of the people are still here, and that says a lot for this company. I met so many of the Irish business owners, and it really made me realise this business is real. Because you know when you find something on Facebook or social media, I really thought it was a scam. Like, how could it be? All the present, it's too good to be true. When is the bubble going to burst? But every month, my bonus check just kept growing and growing and growing as I shared the products and I shared the business opportunity. And for me, that kept me grounded, and it got me the help and support that I needed to get my business off the ground. I learned so much about the product, about the business, and went from there. So you'll hear a lot of the same buzzwords being used here today. Like Nicola was talking, I was like, yeah, I'm the same. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. So many things to be grateful for. And even the fact that I'm saying that, my whole mindset has changed, the personal development you'll get from this company, practice gratitude, all the stuff I've learned from Forever is unreal. We have been lucky enough to travel with Forever, the fantastic trips that Nicola talked about. I didn't join Forever for travel. I didn't, and they used to talk about it every Wednesday night in Santry. All I wanted was that bonus check to grow every month, to get us out of that hole that we were in and never have to visit the bank again for a meeting like that. And that's exactly what it did. But by God, when you qualify for these trips, you're not going to turn them down, that's for sure. So we've been lucky enough to travel to Singapore. We collected a chairman's bonus check there. As Nicola said, you have to go to these countries to collect your check. It's very hard. We've been to Singapore. We got a chairman's bonus check. We went to Cancun on the Eagle Manager that year. Oh my God, Cancun was just amazing. We went to Joburg. We got a check there. We were in Greece. We've travelled to the UK on numerous occasions with them, and I'm absolutely thrilled to say we've qualified again for Arizona in October. So I just, yeah. So, like, I'm telling you guys, whether it be, as I say, I didn't join for the trips, but by God, when you've been on one, you never want to miss another one. But go for the incentives, like what Nicola was saying. Go for every single incentive that's put in front of you, because it just builds your business. So you're going to get a lot of mindset and personal training. I find if you look around the room here, even Alan said to me he recognised a lot of people. He hasn't been to a success day in a while. You'll see all the people talking here today, 3, 4, 5 years. Like, to me, I hope for the new people in the room, that gives you hope. When I joined Forever, and I was in the room in Santry with all the people who'd been there, I remember like Lisa and Ian used to talk about 12 years, 13 years. And of course, Marion, who is celebrating 25 years in Forever. Where is she here? Marion was always, and still is, such an inspiration to me and a help and a support in my business. And when I saw Marion, I remember saying to Alan, like, this lady's in this nearly as long as it's in Ireland. It can't be a scam. There has to be something in it. So when you take comfort from that a lot of the people here are doing this 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 years in Ireland. That says something. Forever, it will always be here, even if you dip in and out. It's actually, I've really noticed in the 5 years, it's really becoming a much more respected business. I'm in a networking group with a women's networking group. And like, you know, when I joined Forever, I used to get negativity from people. But now, like, as Bob said, we're all entrepreneurial. You know, this is the mindset we have now. This is a growing business. Everybody wants to work for themselves. So if you can get into the business like this for yourself, I used to talk about opening a shop in Galway with my mum, but we couldn't do it, the overheads and the startup cost, and we just knew we couldn't afford to do it. Like, I bought this business for €350. €350. And that has afforded me, a full-time income at home. It's helped Alan to be able to get on and keep building his business back to where it is and not have that pressure of only the one income. Like, a proper income coming into me on the 15th of every month. And because of the really hard work, and I've dipped in and out in the last couple of years, life has just got crazy with the 4 kids, but Forever will always be there. So this business is respected, and as long as you're proud of it from day one and not be afraid to tell people what you're doing. If you start in a traditional business, think of the negativity they all get as well. If you open a shop, complaints come in, they don't close the door and close the shop and leave. You have to give it time. You have to build up your business. Be ready for the negativity. A lot of people don't understand our business. But if you had a shop and you're paying however many rates and everything every month, you still have to open that door every day. As Nicola said, we are able to earn money every day with this business from home. And that's what's been, I'm still doing it around the madness of my 4. And it is mad, believe me, but you can fit this into the pockets. And don't worry about anyone that doesn't understand what you're doing. Just keep going. The main thing is to keep going. Keep it simple and get excited. These success days are all about getting excited. You need to be excited about your new business. Again, if you'd opened a shop and put thousands and thousands and thousands into it, you'd be excited, you'd be promoting it. All your friends and family would be promoting it. It's the very same thing, only you haven't spent thousands to start this business. It's really simple. Be proud of Forever. We were at the Success Day in the UK last week, myself and Antoinette, and we met a new team member of mine over there. So you can have team in 158 countries around the world if you want. And a lovely girl joined me in January, and I had never met her, and I was dying to meet her and get over, and she's doing her 4CC all by herself. So we went to Success Day over there, and again, inspirational speakers. But one thing a girl said really related to me, and I said it to Antoinette, that when I was in school, I probably didn't know what I wanted to be, but I was a talker, you probably have figured that. And my mother probably always was told, well, you know, she has great potential, but if she'd stop talking. So how did I end up to find a company that wants me to talk and is paying me for it? Well, where would you get it? Like, your true potential can be realized in this company. So now I get paid to talk, and the more I talk, the more they'll pay me. So you just have to open your mouth every day. So if your teacher was telling you, you know, oh, she has potential, but, you know, you found the right company in Forever, that's for sure. I said to Alan this morning, what are the main things Forever has given us? So we were discussing it, and he said, flexibility is definitely one. Again, I just said it. And same terms are going to be used all day, but this business is on my terms, our terms. And we work around that. So, and like Nicola said, you do it on your terms and you do it flexibly. Some people will do it all only when the kids are in school. Drop my pin. My lovely new Eagle Manager pin. Oh, we couldn't have that. Yeah, so it's flexible. Integrity was another word that was used. You will find that this company is full of integrity. And that is a major thing about Forever. I used to think the bubble would burst. It can't keep getting any better. Everything is true. It's not all too good to be true. What you put in, you get out. That's talked about in the business presentation. Look around at the people that are doing it. They face the very same things. You just have to think to yourself, well, if she can do it, I can do it. I used to look at Neve and James and say, but sure, they're just ordinary people. If they can do it, I can do it. And myself and Alan said that from day one. This is whatever you put in, you will get out. And someone told me that when I joined Forever, that had left the company a few years previous, that it's a great company, she couldn't fit it in, but by God, she said, whatever you put in, you'll get out. So put it in, and you will get it. So basically, that's our story. I have never been busier. I'd like to just say that about the product. 5 years, I've never been busier in my retail business. I suppose all I need to do now is just get some more people on my team to do the retail, and I can do. But honest to God, in 5 years, I'm getting so many new customers still. If you stay with this, the longevity actually gives you credibility as well. So I'm getting referrals or word of mouth from all over the place, around me at home. Like, I can't keep product in stock, which is absolutely fantastic, but like 8, 9, 10 cc's personal a month. So you can imagine that earning the profit on that as well as your team bonus. So needless to say, this company has been our lifeboat. And we're not intending to give up now. And if you do dip in and out of it, Forever will always remain constant. Forever will always be here. And I just said that to Alan last night. Like, we're coming into the hotel, put you up for the night before you speak. Where do you get it? Where do you get it? It's just one of the best companies in the world. Success Day is very important. So just to say, if you can commit to Success Day every month, I think in 5 years I've missed 2 or 3 maybe. And I booked my holiday last year in September, not realising even I'd missed the June one. And little did I know I'd be getting recognised for Eagle Manager. But anyway, we were on our holidays in Italy. This company has not only allowed me to travel as well with the free trips, we have just done our 4th family holiday to Italy. And every time we're kind of going out and we're walking out to the plane, it would be Alan who would say, thanks Forever. Because the kids would be saying, thanks a million, Mammy and Daddy. And he would say, thanks to Forever. We went on our first family holiday abroad after we started in Forever. We wouldn't be doing that. It gives us the little extras. And Alan's business, obviously, thank God we've come out the other side of the recession, but all the extras that come with 4 kids, Forever pays for all the extras. Thank God for Forever, we do say. But come to Success Day, it's the glue. You need to be, because not everyone understands your business, you need to be around Forever people. You need to talk and get the buzz. And what I find with Success Day, and that very first day I came, it's real people and real stories. So if you're at home and you're trying to get your business up and running from home, sometimes you think, what am I doing? Nobody gets this. You need to come to Success Day. You need to get the buzz. You need to hear the real stories. You need to hear the ones who've just started, who've made supervisor. You need to hear the Marions who are 25 years. Can you imagine the amount of ups and downs Marion has been through and the amount of negativity she's come across? You just have to keep going. But go to Success Day. It's like you have to get that motivation into you to keep going with your business. You will, as I said to Marie, new girl on Antoinette's team here today, you'll never be the same again. You'll never be the same again after your first Success Day, but all for good reason.